But it was just such a humbling experience for me because I have not worked a job, y'all, in over a year. I have not worked in so long because my business has been, like I said, I just got off work and it is 3 o'clock in the morning. This is for no cap. Two practice like 5 sets, like back to back to back. I don't care. Like I'm gonna get it down packed. So I could start getting clients that I want, man. Like for real, like I cannot work here. I cannot work here. And Lash Tech, I want to talk about that for a second, y'all. It's so hard. It's so hard being able to bring in a Lash Tech. Like, and I like on my way to work, I tried to like look up YouTube videos like motivational. Hey Lash Babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're a return subscriber, then hey. If not, go ahead and click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up because if you're not lashed by my face, then who are you lashed by, period. So this is like a quick little video. I gotta think about a title later. But I guess this is like a motivational slash like my inner thoughts slash like I don't know. I'm just gonna start talking. It's gonna be under 15 minutes, but this is just basically a motivational quick talk. So currently I just got off work. So if you guys watched my previous video, I told you guys that I had picked up a job because my business has just been moving so slow lately and I do not know why. Which is the reason why I'm shutting it down and I'm revamping everything. I'm restocking everything, going back to the drawing board, going back to the blueprint because, you know, situations like this, it don't make me fold. It just makes me think, what can I do more or differently to just, you know, stand out and get consistent sales. So I also want to talk about like, you know, me being a beginner Lash Tech, like the struggle that it has been. So I guess this is a quick motivational talk for beginner Lash Techs or anybody who's feeling discouraged with any new journey they are going through right now. So currently, like I said, I just got off work and it is 3 o'clock in the morning. This is for no cap. 2:59. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to get up for school at 6 o'clock in the morning. I just got off work. And y'all, like, I have not worked a job in so long. Like, today was my first day. I worked 10:30 to 2:30 in the morning. And, like, the hours are not bad at all. Like, come on, that's 4 hours. But, it was just such a, like, humbling. I'm not going to cry, y'all. Like, that's my voice crackling. I'm just tired. But, it was just such a humbling experience for me because I have not worked a job, y'all, in over a year. I have not worked in so long because my business has been, you know, doing so well and everything. So it's crazy that I'm working again. It's just when I first walked into the warehouse, I just like a tear rolled down my face. I'm a crybaby. So like it was just that moment of realization, like, okay, Amber, like this is all temporary. Everything that you're going through right now is temporary. You know, you're just going to work here until you get consistent clientele. Because, you know, I am a beginner Lash Tech. I'm like, until you get consistent clients and, you know, until your business boom in this divine timing, you know, this is just a milestone. This is just a step in the journey that you have to go through. So it was just that kind of overwhelming realization, like, damn, like I'm really in here. Like, I'm really working a job. Like, and the whole time I was working my shift, I was like, dang, like it just made me really realize that like I am really meant to be my own boss. I cannot work for nobody. I can't, especially when it's not in my career, because you guys know I want to be a chiropractor. So when I first start off, of course, I'm going to be working under somebody. But at least it's something that I really love to do. I don't really love to work at Amazon. Is you cool? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as I was working, it was just that realization. Now, it was the most humblest. I think, like, it was one of the most humblest moments in my life because it was like, dang, Amber, like, It just motivated me to be like, you know what, I'm finna tomorrow, which is later on today, Friday, I'm finna study. I'm finna practice like 5 sets, like back to back to back. I don't care, like I'm finna get it down packed. So I could start getting clients that I want, man. Like for real, like I cannot work here. I cannot work here. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna stick it through though, because like I said, this is something I gotta go through. This is my experience. This is my journey. I'm gonna take advantage of it. Get a consistent check and just work on my lashes. And that's why I also picked a late night shift, because, like I always preach to y'all, if y'all want y'all business to be where you want to be, you have to put in the same energy and time that you put into your 9 to 5 into your business. That's why I chose the night shift, because I want to have availability throughout the day after school to practice on potential clients. I don't have time to be working at Amazon, even though it's 4 hours. I don't have time to be working at Amazon after I get out. After I get out of school. So then by the time I get off from working, it's the nighttime. It's probably like what, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. I'm not gonna be able to get no clients in. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not effing myself over like that. No, I want to be a raw lash tech, and I'm gonna be one. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to chunk it up. I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be extremely tired. I'm gonna be very much sleepy. But I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do what I gotta do at the end of the day. Like, my mama raised a straight hustler. I don't care if I gotta go to work from 10:30 at night, 2:30 in the morning, come home, get in the shower, go to sleep, and then wake up at 6 a.m. to go to school. I'm going to do what I got to do, because I know where I want to be at, and it's just not at Amazon. It's just not there. It's just not there, okay? I don't want to work here. I hate it. So, like, I just know what I got to do. And if anybody that's going through anything, starting a new journey, my new journey would necessarily me being a beginner lash tech. I want to talk about that for a second, y'all. It's so hard. It's so hard being a beginner lash tech. And I, on my way to work, I tried to look up YouTube videos, like motivational talks for beginner lash techs, and I only found one. And I don't know if it's because the algorithm only gave me one, but I couldn't find nothing. So I hope, what I'm about to say in this video inspires you. But y'all, being a beginner lash tech is so hard. Like, nobody talks about how different the mannequin head is from natural lashes. When I first started doing lashes, it took me 2 days. Then I chopped it down to 7 hours. Then I chopped it down to 4 hours. Now I'm currently at 3 hours. But y'all, it takes a lot of practice. And I think that's something that a lot of lash teachers do not emphasize. My lash teacher did. But once I finally got to my first person, and I'm so happy she had a live model, I finally understood. I was like, okay, yeah, these real natural lashes are way different than mannequin lashes. Like, you will literally have to put 2 strips on top of each other and zigzag them all crazy for you to actually get an idea of how natural lashes are. So that was one thing. I was getting, y'all, I still get discouraged. I get so discouraged when I do natural lashes sometimes, and I do my sets, because not only does it take me a long time, but it's like you gotta work on placement. The most important thing is isolation. You don't want to do damage to the natural eyelash. It's just a lot. It's a lot of technique and skill, but nothing is gonna be given. You have to work towards it. So I feel like, when I sit back and think about ways that I can be better as a lash artist, I think about practicing more. Really, I recommend an hour a day, and really actually more, because I practice making fans an hour a day. But I think making fans an hour a day and then go ahead and doing a set a day is really going to get me where I need to be. And you just gotta be dedicated. You gotta be motivated and focused. You cannot try to be a lash tech and half-ass it. You cannot do that. I promise you, it's not gonna work. And it just made me want to give up. I ain't gonna lie, I did give up the very first time. When it took me 2 days to do my sorority sister lashes, I gave up. I was like, you know what? Forget this. I just can't do it. This is very stressful, and it's very discouraging. I gave up on myself, and I honestly wish I would have never did that, because y'all, if I was still working towards being a lash tech 2019, y'all, I would have been so raw. Man, I should have never gave up. But you know what? You live and learn. It's okay. You live and you learn. I'm certified too, so my teacher was bomb. I really love her. But anybody that's listening, don't give up. If you know you want to do lashes, you have to practice. You cannot not practice. You have to practice. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. Another thing I struggle with is having clients or people to practice on. Cause like I'm not finna beg my friends. Like once I mention it, once I mention it once, can I do your lashes or can I practice on you? And I mention it again, and like you keep like either pushing me off or going to other people, like I'm just gonna stop asking. I'm not gonna beg nobody for the support. I'm not, because I could easily lash my friend and then take the set off like immediately. I could take it off. Like I have a friend coming and she has a lash appointment with somebody else on Thursday, but she's letting me do her lashes on Monday, just as long as I can take them out for her lash appointment. And I appreciate that. I love her for that, because like if I don't have people to practice on, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to always practice on my mannequin. Don't think that you always need people. It's just better to get the actual real eyelash experience. But I stopped doing that. I stopped begging people to let me practice on them. Like, I'm not going to keep asking. I'm not going to keep begging. Like, I'm going to let God, I'm going to put in the hard work. I'm going to practice on my mannequin every day. I'm going to make my fans every day. And I'm going to let God handle the rest. I'm going to promote myself. I'm going to post consistently. I'm going to pray. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to let God handle the rest. I'm not going to sit there and be no friend of mine. Can I please keep practice on your lashes? And they keep either pushing it off, or they say that I can do it and then they never follow back up or respond to me when I do follow up with them, or they keep going to somebody else. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I just don't. I been stop doing that. Like, I told myself, like, I'm not gonna do that during this journey. I'm gonna just do what I need to do, because once I get raw and you try to, text me like, friend, can I squeeze you in? Can you squeeze me in? It's gonna be a no. It's gonna be a no. It's going to be a no, G. Because when I was asking, and I'm doing this stuff for free, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm spending my money on tools to give y'all free sets so I can practice. And it's like, y'all still don't want to support. Like, whatever. It is what it is. Like, I do appreciate everybody that let me practice a last set on them. It's just a lot, y'all, and it's overwhelming, but I'm gonna get through it. I guess this is like a venting video. I don't know if whoever needs to hear this, but we got this. It's gonna get better. Like, if I can manage going to school to get a PhD, working an overnight shift, and learning how to do lashes, and juggling, a social life, and juggling. I have to take national boards in January. I do a lot of studying, y'all, for my school. If I can do all of that, I know I could do, and run a business, and try to open up a new business, a Lorex Fashion that I have coming soon. Like, I really know I'm the jack of all trades, and I know I got this. But, I just needed to come on here and talk to you guys, because it is not, y'all, it is not peaches and cream when you're trying to build an empire. It really isn't. It really takes, I always try to tell y'all, I want y'all to see the good and the bad. I'm so transparent in my life. I don't try to put on a facade or nothing. Like, I'm very straightforward. I show y'all the good and the bad. And right now, this is my bad. This is my bad, y'all. I haven't worked a job in so long. This is my bad, y'all. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not even gonna, from my move, this is my down. This is my bad. But you know what? I'm going to take it to the head. I'm going to learn from it. And best believe, I cannot wait until I look back on this video in December and just be laughing like, man, like, I was working at Amazon for a little quick second. And now I'm getting all these clients. I'm making $4,000 a week. Like, I cannot wait to talk my stuff. I cannot wait to talk my stuff when I get to that point. I cannot wait to be like, yeah, I bought my mama this, I bought my mama that, like, I bought myself this, like, doing, like, luxury hauls or whatever, unboxing hauls. Like, I just can't wait to get to that point in my life. So, it's just so funny when I think about it. Like, it just be so funny when I think about it. Like, I'm definitely gonna look back at this video like, dang, you worked at Amazon at one point in your life. After you didn't got good with your business, like, your business literally just took a slight L and you bounced back. Like, and now look at you. Like, I know I'm gonna look back at this video and be like, wow, like, I truly have grown. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Like, it really is hard being a beginner lash tech. It really is. It takes a lot of practice, and it's just so frustrating. And as far as business, I know my lash business is gonna get to where it needs to be. Black Friday is going to be epic. I have so much. Let me make sure my lashes okay. I have so much in store for Black Friday. All the details will be posted on YouTube, on TikTok, and everything. But my best friend coming down here Saturday, and she's taking practice on her. So every day I'm doing a set on her. I'm going to remove him every day. I'm going to apply him every day. Like, I'm finna really take it serious because this right here, no AirPods. I gotta have my hair a certain way. Nails. This not gonna work. This is not Amber Mercedes. Like, this is not gonna work. I cannot do this. This lame to me. I cannot do it. I cannot work for people. I can't. No shade to people that work for people. Like, that works for you. I'm talking about disclaimer. Me, my situation. I'm venting to y'all about my situation. I cannot work for nobody. I just cannot do it. I cannot. It has to be something I love. Now, if you always want to be a teacher all your life and you work in a teacher job, I'm sure you're not gonna complain about it because that's what you wanted to do. But I never grew up telling my mother I wanted to work for Amazon. Never did. Never did. Never. I never said that. Like, and people in there like, y'all been working here for 23 years. How? But you know what? That's what they love to do. They like doing it. So I guess no shade. But it's just like, it was so humbling. And I got to go back there tomorrow. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going until God bless me with an abundance of clients, financial support, and everything that I've been praying about. I'm not going to tell y'all everything because that's me and God conversation. We right here with it. Y'all going to try to pray on my downfall. But just know, I'm going to keep working. When y'all stop working, that means my prayers worked, period. So, until then, I will be clocking in little Amazon on the days I work until I get to where I want to be. But that's it. I said I was going to make this video under 20 minutes because, y'all, I still have to get in the shower. I have school in the morning. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you want to live a certain lifestyle, you have to take risks. You have to be dedicated. Like, a lot of people would have been like, oh, I can never go to school, have a business, work on a business, and work an overnight job, and try to be a lash tech. But baby, I'm a jack. I like to do it all. Like, I cannot sit and be like, even the thought about being broke or the thought about not doing better as last month, it pisses me off. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I'm never like, I don't feel like I'm all that to the point where I feel like I can't get a job. No. Everybody that know me, I will go get a job quickly if I feel like it's necessary. So I don't care. Like, I don't care who judge me. I don't care what nobody got to say. This is my life. Y'all not running it. I know what I'm finna be in life. So this is just, you know, one of the little down parts. So I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. Thank y'all for listening to me for real though. Like, if you are beginning lash tech, like, really just practice. Stick through it. Like, you gotta practice. Like, and pray on it. Like, and always educate yourself on a lash tech. You know, watch motivational videos. Get inspired. You know, keep practicing on your mannequin. Make sure you have a hydrometer. You know, like, just keep practicing. Don't give up on yourself because at the end of the day, you know, lash techs make a lot of money. I know lash techs making $7,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that type of money, like, a job, like, no, it's just a no for me. Like, and it's just not even all about the money for me. Like, it is, but it isn't. Like, I really love everything lashes and beauty. So it's like, I enjoy doing that. A lot of people only want to be lash techs for the money and they end up hating it. But me, it's just like, when I see lashes or when I see people doing lashes on TikTok or whatever, I get so excited. Like, I have a whole lash business. Like, why wouldn't I be so infatuated with lashes? I really love them. Like, I do. So it's just like, I just know what I want to do with myself. I know where I want to be in my lash journey. I'm going to get there. It's just taking me some time. And as far as my lash business, like I said, you always have good months, bad months, all that. I know I'm going to have good months for the month of October, November, December, and so on and so forth. So I'm not even tripping about that. I'm going to let God handle it. Because if I handle it, y'all see that TikTok? Anywho, nice talking to y'all. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, Lash Babes.